Hello and welcome to Paddler. Today I will talk about request buffering. The way it works is that if there are no available slots in any of your agents, Paddler will buffer the incoming requests. Let's see the buffer in action first. Then I will show you how to customize this feature and discuss some important use cases. What I have here is a simple setup with the balancer, the web admin panel enabled, and one agent running. I also have the prompt section ready since it's a convenient way to test the setup. Taking a closer look, you'll notice that the dashboard indicates that requests can be buffered. So I'll start sending some requests now and let's see what happens. Basically, as long as the traffic is low, I can see that each request gets picked up by the available slots. But the moment I speed up and all of my slots are busy, you'll notice that the requests I'm sending start landing in the buffer, and I can see this in the buffer's occupancy bar. And if I wait a few moments, the requests exit the buffer, land in their slots, and get processed. Now I will show you how to customize the buffer. There are two things you can customize: the maximum number of requests that can be inside the buffer at any given moment, and the maximum amount of time each request can spend in the buffer. Both can be customized when starting the balancer. First, let's cover the case when the balancer starts without any buffer customization. In that case, the balancer starts with the buffer's default values, and I can check them when I run balancer help. So I can see some flags here, and the maximum amount of time each request can spend in the buffer by default is 10,000 milliseconds, and the maximum number of requests that can be inside the buffer by default is 30. And if I run the balancer without any buffer customization, go to the dashboard, I can see these default values. Now I will customize the maximum number of requests the balancer can handle. I use the max buffered request flag followed by the new number of requests, for example 100. When I run this command, go back to Paddler's dashboard, I can see that the new number is picked on the dashboard. And if I exceed this number, the new incoming requests will get dropped. But as long as I stay below it, my requests are safe, at least unless they exceed the maximum time each request can stay in the buffer, and this time limit is the second thing I can customize. And to customize this time limit, I will use the buffered request timeout flag followed by a number, and this number is reflected in milliseconds. So for example, if I want to have 60 seconds, this is what I will add. I will run it, go back to Paddler's dashboard, and I can see the new value is reflected on the dashboard as well. Now let's discuss some use cases for the request buffer. It's obviously useful in the periods of high traffic so that your requests aren't lost and can safely wait until they can get processed. You can also use Paddler and an autoscaling group feature like the one provided by AWS or other cloud provider. The role of the buffer here is that it can hold some requests until your autoscaler spins up a new instance. Finally, the fact that Paddler can buffer requests means that you can scale up from 0 hosts, and let me show you that in a moment. So I have the balancer running and my prompt section ready for testing, but I don't have any agents up. I will send a request, and as you can see, it landed in the buffer. Now I will start an agent. And as you can see, as soon as the agent is up and running, my request is automatically taken out of the buffer. I didn't need to do anything, and the request gets processed by the agent. And this is it for today's video. If you want to learn more, check out our documentation and GitHub in the description below. If you want to get more updates like this, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.